The ratio of electrostatic force Fe to gravitational force Fg between two protons, each of charge E and M1 and M2 at a distance d is, so you asked to look for the ratio, and when we are expressing ratio, we express it in the form of something like this: 1 over something or 3 over something. So over Fg, this is what the question is talking about. So let's talk about the solution. Could you remember, I don't know whether your physics teacher taught you that the coulombs check what Isaac Newton was doing, and from there they brought out their law, because the two laws are similar, that is two equations. So if you are to start with the electrostatic force, what does that law there says? Since it is Fe in this place, so there we are going to have what we call K. Okay, so with respect to the what? With respect to two protons. Okay, so what they have mentioned in this place, the protons they are referring to here is for E that you have in this place. So how many E? 2E. So that will be E squared. Okay, so divided by what? Divided by their distance apart. Take note of that. So the distance apart you have been given to be what? D. So that is D squared here. Okay, please pardon me to put my K here to make it more meaningful. Now the next one, you're also given the gravitational force, which is the Fg. So the gravitational force, that one is what? The mass, two masses apart. So there we are going to have G for what? For M1 and M2. So for M1 and M2 now, we can use what's it called? M for it. So that will be M squared in this place. Now still divided by the what? Still divided by the distance apart. So these two, you will now express it like this. When you express it like this, what will happen? Remember, the reason why I place this one here is to showcase that is related to this. This K is equivalent to what you call 1 over what? Over 4 pi A naught, which is the permittivity. Now, we'll now proceed with this one here. Since it is F of E over what? Over F of G, that is equivalent to, we are going to have E squared over K followed by D squared, so divided by, just like this one here, divided by GM squared over what? Over D squared. Okay, so what next? The mathematics of the two now will be E squared over K D squared divided by GM squared over what? Over D squared. So you will do the inverse of this one, and the inverse of this one will give you E squared over KD squared multiplied by, we are going to have D squared divided by GM squared. So mathematics says that this one here will cancel this one here. So leaving behind, we are going to have E squared over K multiplied by what? Multiplied by 1 over GM squared. When this multiply this, it will give you E squared. When this one here multiply this, it will give you KGM squared. So if our K is now what we have in this place, so which is equivalent to this, so what are you going to have there? So there we are going to have what we call E squared over, now our K is everything in this place, 1 over everything. So you are going to have 4 pi E naught multiplied by what? Multiplied by the G that we have here, multiplied by what? Multiplied by M squared. This is our final answer. This is our final answer there. Thank you very much.